he shoots the dog, but the dog has a bulletproof vest thing on, and plays dead very, very well.
Yes.
Apparently, like,
yes.
How do you?
Dude, this Kevlar is amazing.
Yeah. And well, the training of these animals is amazing. I can't even keep my dog from shitting and pissing on the floor. Welcome to A Cast with No Name. We're your hosts. I'm Jay.
And I'm Matt.
This is episode 47. This episode, we continue down the bloody trail of the John Wick franchise as we discuss John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, leading up to this weekend's release of John Wick Chapter 4. But first, don't forget to visit our website, acastwithnoname.com, where you can comment on episodes, write to our email, contact.acastwithnoname@gmail.com. And with that out of the way, John Wick, Chapter 3, Paramecium, Parabellum.
You know, I looked it up. I had no idea what it meant. Did you know what it meant? Like when this came out?
You don't know Latin?
No, not off the top of my head.
They didn't teach that No, I'm just fucking it. No, I looked it up.
It's a dead language.
Before we recorded, I looked it up. I was like, what the fuck does Parabellum mean? But yeah, what does it mean?
It's something about like a weapons cartridge.
What?
From like John Luger?
No. Parabellum. It's Latin. Bellum. So para is one word, bellum, and it's kind of, if you want peace, prepare for war is like the full Latin saying. Parabellum just means prepare for war.
Oh, noun. A type of semi-automatic pistol or machine gun.
Really?
It's the very first thing Google. Parabellum definition. Google. Dictionary. Noun. A type of semi-automatic pistol or machine gun.
I typed in parabellum meaning, and the first thing was prepare for war. Parabellum is Latin. It's the second half of the Latin phrase,
Jeez.
Si vis pacem parabellum. It's basically, if you want peace, then prepare for war. So
if you put in parabellum definition, you get the gun one. If you put in parabellum meaning, the first thing that pops up is prepare for war.
Okay, now I see. Yeah, on the Wikipedia, parabellum commonly refers to the.
This is why the internet sucks.
Parabellum.
Can't believe it.
Firearms cartridge design. However, I'm pretty sure someone just jizzed in their pants when they found that parabellum is Latin for prepare for war. John Wick has a Latin tattoo on his back, and then he shoots guns, and oh my God, it's all coming together. And there's like three dudes, because there's three writers of this movie, just all beating their meat,
relieving themselves on each other
right in front of each other, like, God, we're the smartest people in the world. All three died by drowning in their own semen.
It was a tragedy. Well, that makes sense because Winston says parabellum, prepare for war at the end.
And I was waiting for like a chapter 4 : title for this, and now it makes sense to why there's not, because I mean it's just this one's so good. Oh, we can't do another one. We'll just have random chapter 3.
Well, what would you find then? What's the Latin word for game over? I don't know. The end.
Well, I think there's going to be. Isn't there going to be a fifth one, or is this the last?
There might be. I'm sure there'll be a fifth one. Keanu Reeves said he'll do them until they don't want him to do it anymore.
Yeah. Which the runtime on the next one.
I saw that. I was like, holy shit, 2 hours and 50 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Woo!
Which part 2? This one was like what? 2 hours 10 minutes.
Just over 2. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had what was it? Yeah, chapter 3 is 2 hours 10 minutes, and chapter 2 is 2 hours 2 minutes. The first one was like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yep.
But yeah, they're really, you got to build in that world.
They are.
Everyone is in it.
Everyone's
involved. There's no longer a secret. Like, it's probably just some weird alternate universe that's just the money. There's no other money, just gold coins.
That's right. Well, this is John Wick is on the run after killing a member of the International Assassins Guild, Santino D'Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And with a $14 million price tag on his head, he is the target of hitmen and women everywhere. And that's it.
Everyone.
That is chapter 3, John Wick. He's literally just fighting off everybody that's coming to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Which is going to be a tough thing, because I'm very beginning of the movie, he's on the run. This picks up immediately following the second one.
Yes.
So he's running through the park, and he's running down the street, and he has 1 hour. So because Winston gave him an hour.
Yep.
And then you have all the Suicide Girls and Robin Taylor Lord just kind of hanging out in their little operator station, and they're all, 1 hour till John Wick is excommunicado, which I feel like they're making a very big deal about this one person.
Yep.
When obviously there's at least 48 million people involved in this network, because John's running away. He's injured. He's trying to find
a doctor.
Is he finding a doctor yet, or where is he doing?
He is.
Does he go to the doctor first?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, no.
Oh no,
no,
he
no.
tries. So he goes to the library.
Yes, that's where he wants to go first.
So he wants to go to the library first. Hops into a random cab.
Yep.
And of course, the random cab driver is a part of the network.
Of course he is.
And he's like, well, I'll take it from here. I'll run away from here. And the cab driver's like, good luck, John. Or like So
Mr. Wick.
Yeah, Mr. Wick. And I'm like, Jesus, like everybody is in this network.
Yes.
Like there's no one who's not.
Yeah.
It just boggles my mind.
He asked him to take his dog to the Continental to watch him.
It's the worst kept secret ever.
It really Everyone knows.
Because when I'm a high paid assassin, driving a cab is
You
what
want
I
people to
do.
know.
Yeah.
You're a high paid assassin. Yes.
So, but yeah, so that's where it starts out. And goes to the library,
Yep.
picks up, looks at a photo of his wife, gets a couple of good gold coins.
Yep. Gets that cross to take to Angelica Houston.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he puts the book back, gets in a fight with the tallest dude in the world.
That's an NBA player, ex-NBA player.
Ah,
Yes.
sports.
He's
Yes.
in all these Allstate commercials. I don't know if you've. He's like, he bouncing it, he bouncing it, he bouncing it, he pass it, he pass it. Like they're
I haven't
mocking
seen
like
that, no.
they're mocking if like he were like an actual broadcaster and he wasn't an actual NBA player. Like, what if he did play by play?
Oh,
And he's
because
just
he has
stupid.
an
He's
accent.
like, he bouncing it, he bouncing it. It'd be like Jay announcing play by play. Yeah, he's dribbling it,
Yep.
passes it to the
Got
other
the
guy,
ball.
shoots it.
Nope,
Didn't go
missed.
in.
Missed.
They get the other ball and pass it down the court.
Nothing but net, except it didn't go in. It just kind of swished the net as it went underneath the basket.
Yes.
Um,
Touchdown.
yeah. Home run, guys. Good job.
Yeah.
Hat trick. But yeah, awesome little fight in the.
Yeah.
So starts off hot like the second one did, and some cool fight scenes. I like the library fight scene. I like the.
You gotta love getting in like your neck broken by a very thick book.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
I mean, it's just.
The Odyssey or.
I don't know.
The Stand.
It's good, nice and thick. Yeah, it is a 1,400 pager.
Yeah.
But I like the choreography there, as well as when he goes to the, I don't know if it was just like a museum, like an old arms museum.
Oh yeah.
When he
right
gets
before the knife fight.
Yeah, he's like putting together this gun, and he spends 5 minutes putting together so he can fire one shot, and then has to run away.
It's true.
But I like that scene when they're in the Hall of Knives, and they're like fighting, and then they both just kind of realize at the same time, like, oh shit.
Yeah, there's knives everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is an awesome scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's really gnarly when he stabs him in the eyeball. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to do it. When I first saw it, I was like, that's pretty graphic.
Mm-hmm. And what was it? I think.
And then he goes to, so he gets injured in the knife fight, and he goes to the doctor before the excommunicado runs out, and he reunited with another Matrix guy.
You get the key maker.
Yes. Reynold Duke Kim.
And so, yep, he's getting patched up, and patches him up to the minute, and then then makes his escape after that.
Says, please shoot me, John. They're not going to believe that.
Yeah, shoots him.
I didn't help you unless you shoot me.
Yep, cover his own ass.
Yeah.
And, but yeah. So.
Yep. So then he escapes.
He goes off onto his adventure. So this one, he obviously, hopefully you've seen this. If not, why are you listening to this podcast if you haven't seen this movie? But he eventually goes to the director, played by Angelica Houston, who seems to be someone who adopts orphans of from, I forget what country.
I think it's Russia.
Something.
Belarus. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere that apparently that's where Wick.
All hope goes to die.
Yeah. Wick came from or something to where
Yeah.
he was an orphan. But she is teaching.
Ballerinas and wrestlers.
Yeah, ballerinas and wrestlers. And which makes, I like how they put that in there because John Wick kind of does the same move a little bit.
Yeah,
like he always
yeah.
grapples and gets someone, like flings someone on the ground.
Yes.
And then they show that, like that's how he was kind of trained and everything. So
Yeah.
I like that. They're talking about a spinoff for John Wick called The Ballerina,
yeah.
with Ana de
Armas.
And whether that comes to fruition or not, who knows? But
She was good in the new Bond. I liked her.
mm,
She was in it for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. but-
yeah, she was really good in that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and ballerinas are getting their toenails. They're just
pulling
grabbing them off.
Yep.
Mm.
Ugh.
I don't even know how they do that. That amazes me. That someone can stand on their toes like that, twirl around for hours on end.
Strength. I don't
Uh,
know. I do know in
Couldn't
those
imagine.
shoes they do have flat little
that makes it easier.
plates that they can actually balance on, but still you have to have that
Yes.
toe strength
Oh,
of doing that.
they probably like when they get older, they just have hammer toes.
Oh, probably.
It's
Like
just
it's just like a weird
stiff.
claw that you
Yeah.
can thumb wrestle with if you wanted to. And but-
Yeah.
so you kind of see where John Wick came from,
Yep.
and he pulls out the cross that he got from the library, pretty much saying, I'm cashing this in, I'm cashing in my ticket, which I think is one last ditch effort to where you get one lifeline or something to want like some kind of help.
It's like another, not marker, but kind of, where it's like, this is your get out of jail free card for being a part of the organization that you grew up in or whatever.
Yeah. And and what he's trying to do is he wants to find the person above the height. So there's the high table,
Right.
and then there's someone sitting at a table that's higher
Right.
than the high table.
And then
So
chapter 4 is going to be
another
the person, yes,
high.
another level.
It's going to go back full around to where
Yes.
the highest person will be the lowest man on the totem
Yep.
pole, named like Steven or something.
Yep.
And he just like scoops chicken shit from a chicken coop or something, but he's like the mastermind of everything.
Yeah, he makes it all tick.
So, but he wants to go to the person above the high table to.
It's going to be like, they're going to tie in the Matrix again. It's going to be the architect. It's going to be like a guy in the white room.
Yeah, it'll be either be the architect if that guy's still alive, or if not, it'll be the Merovingian.
Exactly.
And but or Hugo Weaving.
Oh, yeah.
That's who it'll be.
Mr. Wick. Jesus, guys.
So, but I did like he wants to go to that guy. He wants to make amends. He wants to because right now he's excommunicated. He has a $14 million bounty. Everyone's after him. It's open season on his ass, and he is trying to make amends and just survive.
Appeal to the highest authority so that,
Yep.
and we'll get to why he wants to make amends. I don't know if
Yeah.
what you thought of the reasoning behind it.
I think well, spoiler, it's dog shit.
It's pretty stupid.
And
pretty
well,
dumb.
I mean, I don't know. At this point, I feel like in part for which I guess maybe I'll just get into it now.
Yeah.
They need to do something with John Wick's character to make him likable
Okay.
again. And I say likable in the sense, or I guess they need to make me care about his character again, because in the first movie, someone like his wife just died. They stole his car, killed a puppy. I'm on board.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Everyone deserves to die.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I completely understand.
Yes.
Second movie. You are forced. He was forced to kill a member of the High Table because Santino had his marker.
Yep.
He does that. Okay, so he's drawn in out of his
Honor.
He doesn't want to do it, but he has to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the second movie, Winston tells him, "Don't shoot him, John."
Yeah.
Doesn't care. He shoots him out of anger. Why? Because he double-crossed him. But I'm like, you're a part of an assassin guild. That irks you. I mean, I get it. Like it's something that he should expect. It's not that I feel like it's not on the same level as, hey, I'm minding my own business and some little shit stole my car, punched me in the face, and killed my dog a week after my wife died.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
So, yeah, it's definitely not the same thing to where. So, Winston told him, don't shoot him.
He does.
He does, and he gets excommunicated, and now he is trying to make amends. So, I'm going to put that, I guess, reasoning on pause as we discuss the rest of the movie, and I'll come back to that because, so that's where he's at. He wants to make amends. Okay. But throughout the rest of this movie, John Wick's character has no agency whatsoever. He doesn't make decisions for himself, and he needs to... I feel like I need to care more about him in the fourth one.
Okay.
I mean, I still enjoy these movies. They're not
yeah.
they're not character studies. They are action films, and it's supposed to be cinema cool of action films.
Right.
So cool lighting, cool set design, a lot of shit breaks, people shooting shit, people saying corny lines. Like, I get what kind of movie it is, but as far as to caring about the character or wanting him to succeed, I feel like the fourth one better start.
Right, picking that up a little bit.
Yeah, wrangling that in or making you kind of care about him. But
you know what I noticed?
What's up?
From the first one to the third one, they have less Ed Hardy music.
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. And
I'm like, wow, there's like no like techno douchebaggery music that Jay doesn't like.
Yeah, you don't get the Marilyn Manson of the...
No, I was like...
Killing strangers.
We got guns, they got guns, we are...
A little bit better music, but it's just kind of like generic. Which I
it's
enjoy.
like a score.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a score. Yeah.
I mean, it still has like the electronic EDM feel, but no, it's fine. But yeah, no. You have Lawrence Fishburne coming back as the Bowery King. You kind of have two stories. You're following John Wick, and then you're also kind of following Winston, the hotel, the Continental manager,
because he gets visited by an adjudicator.
Yes,
sent by the High Table, who's kind of there to hire people to take care of people who will help John Wick.
Yes, and so yeah, the adjudicator is kind of like an auditor.
Yeah,
a little bit for the High Table. Yeah, so they're like, is everything on the up and up? Mm-hmm. Did you do what you were supposed to do? If not, we're going to remove you and put someone in place that will actually follow the rules, kind of a thing.
Yeah, who is played by Asia Kate Dillon, who is also an alumni of Orange is the New Black.
Really?
Yeah, so I feel like you're either, if you weren't in the Matrix movies or if you weren't in Orange is the New Black, the chances of you being cast in a John Wick movie are pretty much slim to none.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. But I will say I liked her a lot better than Ruby Rose.
Yeah. I feel like her look, she looks good, like kind of menacing, like her stare and stuff. But then when she talks, I'm like, all right, she sounds like an auditor, so it makes sense. Like the way she talks.
And I think that's what I liked, where I just liked her character. Like, she's very, very well spoken and very official or formal.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. I just enjoy that. Like, I like characters that are very well spoken. So hers, I should have thought of several other examples that are very good at the Merovingian.
Yeah.
In the Matrix, like
it's
his
like wiping your ass with silk. Yes,
and just very well spoken characters that are very eloquent in their delivery. I just enjoy a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, it wouldn't have the same impact if she was a mute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just standing there like, what do you want? No sign language. I don't know American. I don't know ASL. I'm sorry. I'm not. No. Do you have a pen?
Yeah.
But yeah. So you have those two kind of storylines, and
so she goes after Winston because she knows that he gave John an hour, and then she goes after the Bowery King because he gave John 7 bullets. Mm-hmm. What is it? 7 minutes for
7 million?
7 bullets.
Yeah.
That's all. And then she gives him 7 cuts for punishment.
Yes, that's right.
That's what it is. All right.
And yeah, that's right, because he get like yeah, I'm getting the second one confused, but yeah, so she gives him Lawrence Fishburne 7 cuts. She hires Mark Dacascos,
Zero,
which I enjoy seeing him.
I love him.
He
love him.
He's one of my favorite parts of this movie. He's the only one that doesn't speak like he's in a Michael Bay film.
Yeah,
And he doesn't do the heavy-handed. Like, he actually has a personality.
yeah.
And he feels just like a normal guy, like a guy who runs his own like small business.
Yeah.
But he's just very good at what he does. So I enjoy him in it.
Have you ever seen Only the Strong?
No.
It's
The thing was a Double Dragon.
he was in Double Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, I know he was in a lot of those early '90s.
He wasn't in a lot of them. The director of Only the Strong, Sheldon Latiche, did like Bloodsport and Double Impact. Like he worked with Jean-Claude Van Damme a lot. And then the one movie where he didn't work with Jean-Claude Van Damme was Only the Strong with Mark Dacascos. And I saw that, when you're 8 years old, you're into karate and crap. Yeah. And I saw that movie on repeat. And his was capoeira, the art of dance fighting. So it's very effective.
I remember him in Brotherhood of the Wolf, which I saw, I think when I was in high school, like way back when. And it was like, it was that and Double Dragon.
Right. And of course, most people know him from Iron Chef. If you watch Iron Chef.
I did not. Is he the host or
He's
something?
like the judge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he like a
he's
good cook or?
No. He's like the host.
Oh, the presenter. Okay.
The presenter.
Yep. All right. Got you.
Yes.
I was like, damn, I didn't know if he was.
No, he's not a chef. No, definitely not.
Okay. Well. But no, I mean, I think he's great in this.
And then the stunt guys from The Raid.
Yep.
They're in it.
Mm-hmm. Angelica Houston, plays the director. She's great in it. Jerome Flynn.
Oh, yeah.
From Game of Thrones.
My favorite character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so you have more people involved. You have Jason
Mantzoukas.
I always want to call him Ralphie from The League.
The League. Yeah. What a great show, man. That show was funny.
But yeah, so I mean, larger budget. This was $90 million. No, $70 million. And more budget, so you have more production design, more glass walls, more neon lighting and everything else. This is definitely the brightest, more stylized movie. I feel like there's lights everywhere, like neon.
Yes. It's very
LED
bright.
lights everywhere, which is fine. I mean, it looks cool. It's definitely gone away from the gray, gritty of the first to now it's more the stylized, almost comic book-esque anime style of set design stuff.
I mean, and you don't normally see this, but each sequel has made significantly more money than the previous one.
Yeah.
The first John Wick made like $70 million. The sequel made like $180 million, and the third one like $350 million.
Yeah, so it's consistently made about 4 times what the budget was.
I mean, that's crazy.
So this budget, or Chapter 4 is $90 million, so I'm predicting it's probably going to be about a $400 to $500 million movie.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't have a lot of competition coming out. I think it's going to make it's going to have a big opening weekend.
Yeah, it'll probably have a little bit of legs too.
Yeah.
Because I think Super Mario Brothers is coming out in April.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's competition though. It's more family friendly stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're not taking your kids to go see John Wick Chapter 4, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing with your life? You're a terrible parent.
This is America.
That's what they want to see.
This is America. Unless you're listening to us in another country, then it's
Guten Tag. Yeah.
Hola.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go? Okay.
No, you go.
He's in Casablanca now, right? He punches his ticket.
Yep.
He meets up with Halle Berry.
Yes.
Because guess what? She is a marker.
Yeah. He has her marker.
You were correct.
And so he's calling in a favor.
Yeah.
And of course, they're in Casablanca, which, what is it? Like, every time they're in a place like that, and I think this is just like an American thing, maybe. I've never been to Casablanca, so I don't know. There's always rugs and pillows and shit
everywhere
outside everywhere. We live in a temperate climate, kind of moist. It's a little moist in the winter, humid.
Yeah.
I'm not putting couches and shit on the fucking porch on outside with pillows. Like, it's just going to get soaked and moldy.
But you see it, though. People do it.
So, I mean, I guess it's the desert, so it's drier, but you got sand, and then you're going to get sand. Like, there's just so many pillows. Like, the whole fight afterwards, after the Halle Berry thing.
Just people falling on couches and pillows and stuff.
Just rugs and shit. I'm watching. I was like, what the fuck? People don't have these inside?
Were you expecting someone to be like flying around on a magic carpet?
A little bit.
Come on, guys. There's a guy in the corner like rubbing a lamp. Jeez. But yeah, I thought Halle Berry was good. She's in it. They made it seem like she would be in it for longer, but she's only in it for like 15 minutes, if that.
Yeah, I care more about her character in this than I do John Wick's.
Oh, okay.
Just because she actually had some background with her daughter. So John Wick has Sophia, which is the character that Halle Berry plays, has her marker, and she gave John Wick her marker to help remove her daughter from Sophia's life.
Right.
Because she was afraid for her safety, and she didn't want to know where she is. She was just scared for her daughter, and then John helped hide her daughter. So John was calling in his favor because Sophia's old boss / mentor, knows where to find the guy above the high table.
Right.
So that way he can go find and make amends, kind of.
Yep.
She doesn't want to do it, but she does it anyways. They go, and things do not go well.
Of course they don't,
because they meet up with her boss, which is played by Game of Thrones alum
Jerome Flynn.
Jerome Flynn plays Barada.
He played Bronn.
Yeah, played Bronn
in Game of Thrones.
So they say, "Oh, do you know where this guy is?" And he says, "Yes." Or I can put the word out that you're looking for him, but you need to walk into the desert, and you just keep walking and walking and walking, and maybe he'll find you.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't. It depends if he wants to talk to you or not.
That's right.
So
you follow Orion's belt, the brightest star. Keep walking until you can't walk anymore, then walk some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Halle Berry has 2 dogs. She has the dogs with them, and they have... Then Jerome Flynn says, "Oh, I want one of your dogs." And Halle Berry's like, "No, that's not part of the deal." And he's like, "Well, it'd be nice if you did." And then he shoots the dog, but the dog has a bulletproof vest thing on, and plays dead very, very well.
Yes.
Apparently, like,
yes.
How do you...
Dude, this Kevlar is amazing.
Yeah. And well, the training of these animals is amazing. I can't even keep my dog from shitting and pissing on the floor. Let alone get
my
shot
dog can't
and
hear.
then lay dead. Yeah. Your dog can't hear?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I fed your dog. Himself. It's a process.
It is a process. Yes.
So then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. Pretty good scene with the dogs and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Pretty cool.
Get some dogs attacking, shooting people in the face, people falling on pillows and shit, carpets everywhere, sheets just hung all over stone walls. Wind is not a concern.
Nope.
Sand being in upholstery is not a concern. Everyone is just laying waste. And they get out, hop in a car, and she takes John Wick to the desert, and he starts his walk kind of a thing.
Yep.
Then he does his Lawrence of Arabia, ends up, then the guy finds him.
Yep.
So the guy finds him, and I guess he says, I want to, like, pretty much John has to give a finger and repledge his allegiance to the order or the high table.
Yep.
And he says, I'm happy to serve, or I will be of service.
Yep. I'm happy to serve. I will be of service. Yeah.
And cuts off his finger. And the other thing that the guy wants is his wedding ring.
Yep.
That he had from his marriage, from his wife dying, because he's still sad about his wife, which, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, okay, you got to cut off your finger, give me your ring, I will let you back in, but you have to shoot and kill, or you have to kill Winston.
Right, correct.
And so John Wick is okay. And
Yeah. What did you think of his reasoning? Because he asked him, why do you... He said, I've never seen someone fight so hard to end up back where they started. What did you think of John's reason?
Yeah, to remember her.
To remember her. Keep her memory alive.
Does he say it there, or does he say it when he's in front of Winston?
He says it there.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a little... Nah.
And that's why I say... And that's where I kind of want to continue. So, anyways, he says, okay, kill Winston, and you can be back in the good graces. Everything will be forgiven.
Yep.
But you will then live out your days working for us, kind of a thing.
Yep.
He says, okay. He goes back to New York to go kill Winston. He meets up with Winston, and he kind of says the same thing. So now I'm going to continue my bitchingness of...
You're bitching and moaning?
Yeah, of his character lacking agency.
Yes.
So he goes to see Winston, and with the reasoning of, to remember her. I want to remember her.
Yep.
The longer I can survive so I can remember her. And I'm like, that's not strong enough reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like some people, like, wanting the sweet release of death to join her is more believable than, I want to stay alive so I can remember her. Like, that's my main motivation. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like anything's your motivation. It's more of, since the second movie, he's been just pushed in other things. And he just kind of does,
out of his control,
does what he does. And he's like, And so the entire movie, he's wanted to make amends. And I would believe it more if it was just self-preservation. So he goes to... He's... very beginning of the movie, he needs to get to the library so that way he can get the cross, so that way he can get a ticket out because he's excommunicated. He's thinking fast. I need to get to this guy as soon as possible to make amends so that way I can survive. That's his main motivation. He goes there, goes to the director. She says, okay, fine, I'll help you, but that's it. We won't have anything to do with you. He's like, fine, that's great. Gets him out of the country, goes to Casablanca, goes to Halle Berry, gives her the marker. Hey, I want you to fulfill this. I need to get to this guy. Your boss knows him. Get me in touch with your boss so he can... his whole motivation is just get to this person. Finally gets to that person, cuts off his finger, gives his wedding ring, and I want to make amends. Great, you have to kill Winston. Okay, got it. That's the last thing I got to do. Goes to kill Winston, meets up with Winston, and then Winston says, well, hold on a sec. I mean, what? You're doing this so you can remember her? How does your wife want you to be? The monster you are now, or the man you were when she married you? He's like, oh, you're right. I'm not going to kill you now. So now he's right back where he was at the very beginning of the movie. Yeah. And to where I'm like, you have, like, he deflect, like, his entire motivation for this movie was completely deflected, and he changed his mind on a whim from one sentence of Winston saying, well, wouldn't your wife rather you have this? He's like, oh, I guess you're right. And then I'm waiting for someone else to pop up. Wait a minute. Wouldn't your wife just want you to be alive? Oh, I guess you are right. And
maybe you should have consulted with Winston before you left.
Yeah.
Could have saved you a whole trip there. Yeah.
So that's my biggest. I feel like he doesn't have agency, and it just felt weak sauce a little bit as far as, oh, I'm doing it to remember her so I could stay alive long enough to remember her.
Yeah.
I'm like, if your goal was to stay alive long enough to remember her, you wouldn't have shot the guy in the Continental.
Yep.
Because and the reason why I think John Wick kind of needs to die, or I need to care about his character more, the collateral damage that he's done in these past 3 movies is ridiculous. Not just the people that he's killed, but the people that have helped him. It's kind of like a fuck you to where he goes to the director. The director, I think, was punished. The Bowery King was punished. Halle Berry is now up Shit's Creek with her old boss, who I'm sure isn't really
not happy.
Is not happy with her, to where now she's probably has to be on the lam. And then you have all these people, just the collateral damage of everyone helping him because they like John.
Yeah.
They're like getting punished left and right, and I'm like, just to help him make amends. And then he says, as soon as Winston says, well, but your wife wouldn't like that. Oh, I guess you're right. I'd be so pissed. Like, the fourth movie needs to be everybody that has helped John Wick and made him realize, like, wait a minute. All my men died from retaliation of the High Table for me helping John Wick, and he didn't follow through with what I was helping him to do. Yeah, I'm going to kill him.
I'm going to kill him for no money.
Yeah, all of his friends just being like, no, fuck you. I was like, this is a pain in the ass.
The problem's the High Table guys. It's not John Wick. Yeah, no, that's a good point. But again, the plot's paper thin here. You can't think too hard.
I know.
All that being said, I thought the action scene at the end in the Continental was pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. I like the scene in the armory again where they're suiting up with and what is it? Charon?
Yeah.
Charon. Yeah, they go back in like, oh, we need stronger ammunition, armor piercing bullets, and they get the shotguns, and I love when they like reload the shotguns and stuff. That's pretty badass. But yeah, I thought the action was just awesome. Definitely amped it up.
Yeah,
it's my favorite one just because the action scenes are really, really, really good. Really good. I thought the motorcycle scene was pretty sweet. They even have horses in this one. Mm-hmm. Just very creative stuff. Very creative set pieces.
I like the hotel fight scene. Just with the body armor, like going in close, like and just like pulling the helmet back or the collar back just to find entry point. I thought it was well done. I enjoyed the fight scene between Wick and the raid guys better in this one. I was a little let down by it the first time I watched it, but I enjoyed it the second time around. This is probably, even though his character has no agency, this is probably my favorite one of the trilogy so far. I just enjoy it more. I feel like Ian McShane has more to do. I enjoy watching him. You have Mark Dacascos. You have,
did you like his line at the end there? It was a pretty good fight, wasn't it, John? Yeah. Keanu says yeah. I think he speaks 3 times in the last 30 minutes, and it's yeah. Everyone's yeah.
What do you need? Guns. Lots of guns. I need to, like, I hope they have him say, I know Kung Fu.
Yeah,
in the
that'd be
fourth
good.
one. But which is kind of what as you said, this movie's turning it, or these series of movies are turning into just Matrix references or other action movie references kind of thing, which is fine. But
so it ends with they come to some parlay after John pretty much wipes out everyone that the High Table is sending, the adjudicator is sending, and she's like, we can do this all day. That's like the first one. What do you guys want to do? Let's work this out. And Winston, they come to a deal where Winston was just doing it to show that he still has strength. Mm-hmm. So, all right, you can have it again. You can have the Continental if you kill John. So he says, I don't see another choice, John. And he shoots John like 8 times, and John falls off the roof. Mm-hmm. And then Sharon says, Charon says,
Lance Reddick.
Says, well played, sir. And then the Bowery Kings, Jason Mantzoukas picks up John in a shopping cart and lays him out in front of the Bowery King, and the Bowery King's like, does this Lawrence Fishburne thing, and he's like, the problem's the High Table. Are you mad, John? And then of course the movie ends with him saying, yeah. So that sets it up for the fourth one. They're gonna go to war with the High Table.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 hours and 50 minutes. I don't know how they're gonna fill. That's a long runtime. That is a lot of John Wick.
I think John Wick's a dummy because the problem's the High Table. No, it's not. The problem is you keep making promises and not following through on those promises. And
John, I think you need to learn accountability, young man.
Stop saying you're going to do something.
Stop playing the victim and take some ownership. Yeah. So what I saw, Bill Skarsgård, so Pennywise, he's in the movie, and then I don't think Halle Berry was in it, right? She's not in it again. She might. I don't know.
There's a scene. In the trailer, one of her dogs is in it.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's a German Shepherd with a bulletproof vest or whatever on.
Gotcha.
And like John says, "Oh, hey, boy," and I thought that was an allusion to where Halle Berry might be in this movie, which I kind of hope she is. I enjoyed her in this one.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the first movie in a while that of course, it's the first movie I've seen her in a while. I feel like she kind of fell off a little bit as far as...
Oh, Halle Berry, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the last thing I think I remember was probably X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah, that's probably right.
That? But no, I enjoyed her in this. I thought she was pretty good in it. I liked her character.
They got Hiroyuki Sanada. He's one of those guys that's in
Just
everything.
naming cars.
Yeah. You're racist.
That's Sonata, not Sonata.
Yeah. No, he's good. He's one of those guys that's always in he was in The Last Samurai. He was in Mortal Kombat. He's
Wolverine.
Yes.
Oh, he was in 47 Ronin.
Yep.
With
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Bullet Train, played the Elder.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Did you already say that?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Well, I don't listen.
Yeah, obviously.
Huh?
But yeah, I mean, that 2 hours and 50 minutes, that's going to be...
It's a long...
But I've been surprised. Who knows? It's probably going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean...
I just want it to be fun.
Yeah,
just be fun.
It's going to be an action movie. I don't... The only concern I have is that it just starts feeling exhausting.
Right. It's just getting all right, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Which I don't... I feel like the creativity in these movies so far is better than Transformers. Transformers, I feel like, has gotten to where, here's just random computer action for computer action. It's just noise on the screen. And to where I feel like they're a little bit more mindful as far as the choreography and the car chases and camera work and stuff like that.
They're trying to they definitely elevate it every time out so far.
Yeah. And with Donnie Yen in it.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you said Chapter 3 is probably your favorite so far?
Yeah, Chapter 3, even though he doesn't use a disguise. No disguise.
No.
When traveling, which is fine. But if you're excommunicado and if the past is in the indicator, everybody in the world is a part of this assassin society. Not even a ball cap.
Right.
Or changing or getting out of a suit.
All right.
Or
buzzing your hair, maybe?
Cutting your hair, shaving. No.
Shaving
that's the other thing, to where I feel like the sense of cool is kind of being put up on a higher pedestal than what storytelling is. To where I feel like that's not that big of a deal because he's not worried.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. To where I don't think it's done like that to make the audience understand that, he is this confident. He can just walk through and just go as himself everywhere. To where I feel like there needs to be some kind of stakes, and him being concerned or showing some kind of fear, I think would probably elevate his character. Or some kind of urgency or something to where, I need to shave. I need to, buzz my hair. I need to change my look. I need to do something. Because as far as underground as the society is with, everyone's a part of it and you never know who's a part of it. Well, except John Wick, because everyone knows who the fuck John Wick is.
Mm-hmm.
And and if you're that recognizable, you'd think you would change your look.
Make an effort.
Yeah, make an effort. And part of, it's just story. But
it wouldn't be that cool
I know, and
Come on.
that's why I'm saying to where like, well, we can't cut his hair because then he won't look as cool,
Right.
like in a suit and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I get it, but as far as character and story goes, that's the only thing I feel like this could use. Again, the action is awesome. The camera work is great. The editing's good. The acting is fine.
The acting is where it needs to be.
Yeah. And I just wish that they would kind of put something like you could still have his badass moments.
Yeah.
And but him John Wick as a character displaying the urgency and the seriousness of the shit that he is in, I feel like could amp the movie up that much better if the character kind of took it seriously. Like at the beginning he was, like you could see like the time, the countdown.
Yeah.
You kind of felt that urgency with him, but
I am interested to see how they play this out. Like if he wants to go after the high table, okay, so he's gonna go after and kill the high table, and then what?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, what's his
the
plan?
goal? Like you're gonna inject yourself in the power vacuum that forms after that, or what's the goal here? What are you gonna do?
And that's the other thing too, is like, why are you doing this? You're not doing this so you can remember your wife.
Yeah.
You're not like, and that's why there needs.
I'm
to
mad,
be,
Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his reasoning is just way off, and I think that needs to be addressed to where. I mean, why is he mad at the? Because he ordered
guns.
Winston to. I don't know. I just don't buy his logic.
Oh, do you think he thinks Winston screwed him over at the end, or do you think?
Well, obviously not,
solid.
because it's the high table. Because the adjudicator said, "Oh, well, you need to." Like, oh, so John Wick's probably like, "Oh, I get it." Winston
had to do it.
He had to do it.
He's got my
Even
back.
though when John Wick had to do it to kill Winston, he's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I won't because
I need guns." Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Oh Jesus, sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry.
No, my hand-eye coordination.
But
I don't know what
that's
they're
a
gonna
good
do.
point. Like, what's the end game?
I don't know.
And
Chapter 5.
yeah, to where it's not him. Just
I can see the producer like, the end game's Chapter 5, boys. We're making another one.
And maybe a lot of this just has to do with the writing. I'm sure the people making these movies probably did not think that there was going to be a fourth one.
Oh, no way. No way.
I think when they were doing the second one, they had an idea they were going to have a third one.
Yep.
And then probably as soon as the second one did really, really well is probably when they're like, oh, we got to make a fourth one. So they probably changed the ending of the third one.
The third one, yeah.
But and maybe that's why it feels weird story-wise, but I don't know. I just feel like it should have been. It almost could have been if they developed the plot a little bit better. They could have had the first movie, and then the second movie is nope. You're back in. You cross that line, and to where here's the mark. You could have the whole Mark storyline of John Wick having to follow his mark, but then at the end of that, having something happen to where now he's just caught up in this and all he wants to do is just be left alone. And to where if that was his main thing, I mean, just that little tweak I feel like would have been better. It's him I just want to be left alone.
Right.
In grief.
And remember my wife.
That would make more sense.
Right.
Not, oh, I don't care what I'm doing. I just want to want to be alive and remember my wife. And I'm like, no. But if you want to be left alone, like people keep throwing him again. He wouldn't have agency, but I feel like it's just slightly more believable than him just flip flopping all over the place, just based on whatever someone tells him to do.
And then at that point, he shaves his head, shaves his beard, puts on a ball cap, hides out.
Like, he just hides out. And they could have started they could have had that be the start of the third movie to where he is in hiding and he just wants to be left alone, but people just keep going after him.
Yeah.
And it's enough to a point to where he's like, okay, I'm not going to be able to be left alone. I'm going to cash in my marker with Halle Berry. Like, I need to talk to somebody higher kind of a thing, to where he does it out of frustration or just whatever. But I don't know. That I wish just had a little bit more thought as far as
motivations.
I mean, short of like just redoing the story, I don't know how you fix it, especially like this far ahead.
Yeah.
But again, I'd be interested to see what the end
The
game is.
John Wick end game. I'm looking at the IMDb scores for all three of these. They're all 7.4.
Mm-hmm.
It's very consistent.
Yes.
You never see that.
Which I feel like 7.5 is like average.
I don't know. I think 7.5. Like if you get above 7, that's a pretty solid movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I feel like. But I mean, 7.5 is kind of. I mean, 5 I would think is average. But
You would think.
at least on IMDb, when you have a 5, it's kind of like you're a shit movie.
Yeah.
And if you're as 2 or a 3-star rating, like you just got review bombed, and you're just very, very bad movie. But I mean, 8s are usually like pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Just because you have the offset of some people like throwing out 1s for movies that they just don't appreciate, because they just want to be contrarian.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7. I mean, I don't know. 7s always feel like, it's for IMDb. That should be like an average range. But no, I mean, it is consistent.
It is. You excited for Chapter 4, Jay?
I am.
Man,
I mean, it's
fine.
no. I'm looking forward to it. To where will I be entertained? I'm sure I'll be entertained.
Yeah. It'll be
Am I
fun.
going to be? Am I begrudging the fact that I have to spend $13 to go see it? No.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say yes.
Do I hate I have to leave my house and put on pants? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not staying awake. It's not like Christmas Day or something like that where I can't get to sleep the night before. But no, I think I'm going to be entertained by it, and I think it's going to be. I think I'm going to get the money's worth. I'm looking forward to the action and stuff like that.
I think for a fourth movie of a franchise, it's going to be pretty good. Pretty good.
Hopefully.
As far as fourth movie of franchises go.
I think the biggest hurdle will probably be the pacing.
Yeah, I mean, 2 hours and 50 minutes is long.
Yeah, and it's for an action movie, it could be a lot of noise.
Oh, yeah.
And these movies aren't known for dramatic conversations. Well,
yeah.
All the dialogue is very dramatic, but it's not like good drama back and forth kind of a thing. Or it could just be 2 hours and 50 minutes of just fucking action, like beat after beat after, which I feel like that would be exhausting. But
it would be.
It'll be interesting to see how they do it, and it'll be interesting if they leave it open for a 5th one, which I'm sure they will. But I don't know. With the runtime, it makes me think like, how much story are they putting into this?
That and Keanu Reeves is pushing 60.
Yeah.
Wow. He is 58 years old. He will be 59 in September.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Still looks 40.
What does he eat every day?
The blood of children.
Yes, he does.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I think it'll be entertaining.
Yep, I think so too.
I don't know.
We'll see, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's going to be Top Gun level stuff.
No.
But,
Top Gun's one of those things where it's like, that's just surprising.
Yep.
Not going to...
People already had kind of low expectations going into it.
Yeah, that's going to be a while before that kind of happens to me again, where you go in expecting something else, and you come out like, wow, that's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't win Best Picture, Jay.
It did not.
It didn't.
It should have.
A little sad. Should have.
Just for what
it did,
and what it meant.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm not sad about Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No.
So I'd rather that to win other than what were the other ones? Like Tar and Women Talking. Like that's what I want. Women Talking.
I can't wait to go see Women Talking.
I live that every day of my life. Fuck, if I'd known that was a best picture, I would have fucking just did selfies all the goddamn day.
Women Talking screenplay by Jay. Guess what I bought today, babe? Great. What did you buy?
Please tell me, what more crap can we put in this fucking house that I can step and trip over as I stumble my way to the bathroom to piss at 3
How much more
o'clock in the
crap
morning?
can we fit in here that we're going to forget about in a week? I'm so excited.
Oh, great. Oh.
Coming soon, September 2nd. Women Talking. Oh, man. That's good.
Could be a good movie.
It could be really good. Yeah. It's probably really good. Apparently, it won Best Original Screenplay.
Did it?
Sure. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
Yep.
Anyway, well, Chapter 4. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we will. That'll be next time. So join us next week as we review and discuss John Wick Chapter 4. Go out and watch John Wick Chapter 4, and that way you can listen to the podcast and listen to us kind of review it. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But let us know what's your favorite John Wick movie so far. Mine is Part 3. What's yours?
Part 3.
Part 3?
Yes, I concur.
Very original. You concur?
I concur.
What's your guys' favorite? Let us know in the comments of this one or the other ones or whatever. Do you have a piece of trivia that you think is good for this movie? What? Let us know. Yeah. Did we not touch on something? Did you get irritated because we didn't mention something? What was it? Let us know. But yeah, let us know what your favorite John Wick movie is. And your favorite fight scene of the John Wick. Ooh, actually, let's do that so far. So,
mine is the knife scene.
Knife scene of the third one?
Yes, I just haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was good. The first time I saw the third one, I would have said the dog scene, but I think third one, I like the knife scene. Yeah, it'd probably be the knife scene.
It's pretty memorable, isn't it?
It's probably the knife scene.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I was going to say, I like the first fight scene in the first John Wick when he's in his house.
Yeah, that one's cool.
And then, not when he gets punched in the face, but when they come back and he's taken out.
Yeah. There's moments that I like the in the Continental at the end of the third one where they're using shotguns and reload. That's just cool. Those are cool moments. The catacomb scene is just, I like how he planned it out. You're walking him, you're with him planning it out, and then it pays off because he goes by and gets everything. That's probably my second favorite, I would say. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let us know your favorite John Wick. Let us know your favorite fight scene and why. But next week, John Wick Chapter 4, Parabellum.
Parabellum.
Para was this one.
Right.
3 even didn't do it.
I see what you did there.
Oh,
Until next time, Jay.
Until next time, Matt.